Miles of twisted branches, absolute silence. Ram and Lakshman are tearing through the desolate wilderness, searching every shadow for any sign of Sita. The forest feels heavy, and the isolation is suffocating. Then they find the aftermath of a massacre. Lying on the forest floor, physically broken and drenched in blood, is the giant eagle Jatayu. The scale of his wounds makes it clear he has just fought a brutal battle against a vastly superior force. Jatayu is barely clinging to life, but he has forced himself to hold on for exactly this moment. He delivers the critical intelligence Ram needs. Ravan, the king of Lanka, abducted Sita and carried her away toward the south. Having delivered the message he risked his final breaths to keep, the eagle finally lets go. He succumbs to his wounds right there on the forest floor. Ram, the lord of the universe, breaks down and weeps with raw human grief. He gathers wood and performs the eagle's final funeral rites himself, treating Jatayu with the reverence and duty a son owes to his own father. Jatayu gave his life fighting a hopeless battle to protect another. His sacrifice proves that righteousness isn't reserved for high-born men. Devotion to Dharma is found in any creature willing to bleed for it. This map traces the reality of Sita's situation. The route runs from the central forests of India, past the southern tip, and across a vast ocean, ending at the island stronghold of Lanka. Specifically, she is held in the Ashok Vatika gardens. Ravan strides into the gardens, attempting to buy her affection by offering the heavy wealth of Lanka and the command of his legions. He expects her to be overwhelmed by the scale of his empire. Sita doesn't even look at him. Without a trace of fear, she plucks a single blade of grass, a tinka, and places it on the ground, drawing a literal line between herself and the Demon King. By addressing this tiny piece of grass instead of him, she turns the tinka into an impenetrable shield. It mocks his physical strength and dismisses the worldly power he tried to use as a bribe. Ravan is humiliated. His ego cannot process the rejection. Enraged, he delivers a cold ultimatum. She has exactly 1 month to submit to him, or she will be killed. He turns on his heel and orders his guards to use terror to break her. Ravan controls the walls and the gates of the garden, but Sita has dictated the terms of the encounter with nothing but a blade of grass. She has seized the psychological dominance of the situation. The moment Ravan leaves, the guards close in. Hideous demonesses surround Sita, launching a campaign of verbal abuse, threatening her and mocking her isolation to wear her down. But an unlikely shield steps forward. Trijata, an older, wise demoness, intervenes. She shoos the others away, offering Sita maternal comfort and spiritually pure food to sustain her through the ordeal. Then a different tactic arrives. Servants bring in royal clothes sent by Ravan's chief wife, Queen Mandodari. It is a soft approach, designed to coax Sita into accepting the comforts of the palace lifestyle. Sita politely, but with ironclad resolve, rejects the gifts. She refuses to break her ascetic vows to Ram. Instead, she sends a message back. Tell the queen to convince her husband to return me before he brings ruin upon his house. She is starving, exhausted, and held captive. Rejecting these royal comforts in such a state proves that her internal compass cannot be bought or manipulated. Back in the royal chambers, Queen Mandodari is terrified. She delivers Sita's warning to Ravan directly, begging him to see reason. She tells him that his obsession with another man's wife will lead to the total destruction of Lanka. Ravan dismisses his own wife. He justifies his actions through a twisted philosophy of pride, claiming that a warrior never takes a step backward, even if they are marching toward their own death. While Ravan paces restlessly in his palace, Sita sits under the Ashok tree. She is physically trapped, yet she remains spiritually invincible, undisturbed by the chaos around her. Real authority exists in the refusal to be corrupted by terror, regardless of how many armies or hordes of gold an enemy commands. Sita is holding her ground in Lanka, but halfway across the world, Ram still has to figure out how to reach her. Who will be the one to cross that impossible ocean? Let me know down in the comments, what do you think is stronger, Ravan's ego or Sita's devotion? Make sure to like this video, share it with a friend, and subscribe to Mythogram so you don't miss the journey across the sea in episode 34.